Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This one taken from the 7. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 39, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
I'm coming for you. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Mike 51, Mike. Hey, Charlie. 65, 65.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards of first down.
Come on, first and 10 at the 30-yard line. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 25-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hurry! King!
Throwing, Mayfield. And his pass incomplete. Kareem Hunt, his running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Record. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm on. Go, Mike 51.
To throw, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now 4th down and 1.
And the 13-year man puts it through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On second down now, it's Miller. Miller with first down and more. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 45 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Browns take over. Let's go! The Browns take over first and 10. We play to win. At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. Mayfield on first down, trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. 24. Check 13. 54. Down left. Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the 44, Watson. To the right side and complete to Thomas. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, 44 yards. And the Texans push further out in front. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Zach Cunningham in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. Will Fuller back deep to return. That's pulled in at the 32. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Fresno.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
This is caught. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Houston.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Texans push further out in front. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Hey, orbit. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Mayfield to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Zach Cunningham picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
51's Mike. Mike 51.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, wahoo.
Hey, Mike 51.
After the sack on first down, Mayfield, he's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Good. 180.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Hurry, hurry.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm coming.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
180.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hey, let's go. It's coming.
Hurry, hurry.
This way, coming this way. Here we go. 51's the mic.
I got
A first down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Go, Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Oh, you got deep? Right here, guys. Fight 51.
I got
A second down throw for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Hatchet. Slam. 59.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Second and goal from the 1.
Motion. You go tight.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Mike 51. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Kings. Hey, Haywood.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. It's complete downfield out left to his running back. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Mayfield on play action. Steps away to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Kill, turn up.
Topper!
Hey, let's calm down.
Hurry!
Hey, here I come.
My touch!
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
D-line, get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Mike 51. Check.
Up.
Mike.
Hey, high 7.
Here we go, D. Right here,
Shot.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, 38 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defense.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Alert.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Watson fighting to stay upright. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson escaping the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Miller. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
19. 58, come on. Watch the run, watch the run.
From the red zone now, Watson. Off to Thomas on the left side. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down broad. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Real.
Let's get off the field.
Boy.
In your face.
On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
You think you gonna get this? King!
Tighten up.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This is fielded at the 27. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
1st down, Texans.
What's that? 19?
That's what I do. Tight as Ringo. Tight.
Down and go.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Last week in that wild card win, only 1 catch, and now he's got his 1st catch here, and it's good for a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll toss it to Miller. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Down and go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 15 now. Mayfield looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 44 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, Maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Hurry, hurry!
Put that team on the box. 55 is my guy, 55.
Regular.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Bravo!
Run you over. I'm going to run you over.
And for Mayfield, this could be a free play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hurry!
55, Mike, 55.
Hey, alert 33.
Watch the curl.
Hey, Delta.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
That's trash.
From the 31, Mayfield. Being chased out left. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Push him back.
Here's Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. I got it. Watch it. Shoot.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
Watson now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Check it back.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, Miller. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Out, 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 out. Under 10, under 10. Alert. Check 99. 3 points down, he's coming.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Travis Carey there to make the tackle.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Let him know, let him know.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter.
Right here, guys. Fight. Hey, exit. Cut, cut, cut. 51, Mike. Mike, 51. Watch the flag. Run. Watch the flag. Motion. Pop.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
I got you.
Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Dylan Cole. He was looking for Landry that time. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Watson going to give this one to Miller, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
You're set. Like any egg. You better bring
it. Watson on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Set. 19. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check it. 26. Begin. 24. Motion.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And they'll run for it with Miller. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. 2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
To the 4. To the 5. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Showing it. 22. Check. Cover. 22. Check. 9. I'm good.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 28-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.